Hello everyone. Yes, as you could see by the title and the thumbnail of this video, this is me retiring from Battlefield 2 mods and content in general. This has been coming for a couple of months really, it even stretched to some years, because since 2022 these have been very erratic when it comes to actual release on Gaming Zone. With this video I'd like to cover why I have retired from this content and what is going to happen next for Gaming Zone going forward. So let's jump into this. Hello everyone, Chris back again with you in Gaming Zone. Yes, this is not a joke, this is actually me retiring from Battlefield 2 content and also covering them on a main basis on Gaming Zone. Truth to be told, the signs were already there, as you could see the uploads were quite hectic. Sometimes I come back, I do like a couple of videos, then I vanish once again when it comes to mods, and overall just return with something else. The signs were already there since 2022 really. Ever since I did that fated, let's call it like this, tier list of Battlefield 2 mods. One of the main reasons really is a passion that I had is just gone. And I honestly don't enjoy playing them anymore. It's actually basically my main thing here, because a lot of you were tuning in to see my reviews, my reactions, my gameplays and so on when it comes to Battlefield 2. And I'm sorry to disappoint you everyone, but I simply lost my passion when it comes to Battlefield 2 in general. Lately the mods which have been appearing on Gaming Zone are straight up just on Frostbite slop, Frostbite copy pastas and so on, and when I try to do proper reviews for them I simply do not have fun and I start ranting about them and how terrible their quality is, how awful their balancing, how awful their weapons are, how everything is just taken from Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. Copy pastas are growing in numbers and I simply despise just low effort slop when it comes to simply copying Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 and introducing elements into Battlefield 2. Of course, the outcome is that I start losing my sanity and I start ranting, and just playing copy pastas left and right is just boring. And unfortunately these are growing in number by each day. For example, Battlefield 2 Ultimate, I really wanted to do a video on this one but I simply couldn't muster my effort to try to play another Frostbite asset flip, where I can simply just fire up Battlefield 4 and play the full-on experience. Since I'm constantly negative when it comes to copy pastas, of course I get thrown shade to me as well. I had a couple of developers that really wanted to reach out for me to remove their reviews. Of course I withstood that, but it kinda gave me a warning sign that things going forward are not going to be well, because I despise seeing Frostbite asset flips in Battlefield 2. At the end of the day I want to see original mods for Battlefield 2 and not just, copying Battlefield 3 and 4, calling it a modification and starting praising it and giving it 10 out of 10. Because of that I get a lot of negativity, since I covered Frostbite slop and I actually rate it very low. I'm not going to judge everyone with their tastes, but honestly it's kinda disappointing to see Frostbite slop just being praised and everything is going to be just Battlefield 3, 4 clones at the end of the day. It's not really worth it. Because of these Frostbite slops really, since they are growing in number, I have to play more of those. It just gets stale, I no longer have fun, I just have to do these reviews, I chop them out, I upload them on YouTube, only to get criticism for actually wanting something original and trashing a mod which really deserves trashing. Especially Armored Kill, everyone was praising that one in the comments, but you could clearly see it was a big pile of trash. This is why I've decided to retire from Battlefield 2 mods, boys. At the end of the day, it's not really worth it to lose my sanity over some Frostbite slop. This is why really it basically demotivated me into doing these, and I no longer enjoy both playing them and actually doing editing, recording gameplay and so on. I usually put a lot of energy when it comes to my videos, especially when it comes to Battlefield 2 mods, but lately I just had none of it. Because of these Frostbite slops. I do not want to feature these on my channel, and honestly it's just grown stale going forward. I'm going to mention this is only full time. I will try to find some unique mods instead of this Frostbite slop and actually make proper uploads when it comes to that. Going forward these will no longer appear full time on the channel, cause the toll of Frostbite slop really took a hold on me and I do not want to feature projects just sharing negativity about them. I know some of you might be disappointed for me to retire this, but it has to be done. At the end of the day, if I'm only just negative, everyone is going to be negative, and just we want to play mods, not rant infinitely about them. So that is it, boys. This is going to be an end of an era for Gaming Zone. Since 2015, basically the inception of this channel, I've been covering Battlefield 2 mods. And this video honestly was the hardest, I guess, content piece I've ever made, cause it's not a light decision to abandon a thing which you've been doing for about 10 years now. At the end of the day, if I do not enjoy it, you will not enjoy the content which I'm going to upload. And as you could see with Armored Kill and all that stuff, I was losing my sanity. You didn't see the stream side of things, the stream was just an appalling experience. I did only highlights which were actually funny and interesting, but everything else turned into a simple, miserable fest. And honestly, I think Damocles was the last straw that broke the camel's back. Because of it, I have basically retired from covering Battlefield 2 mods. Because of these Frostbite slops, just overall losing passion, and overall negativity when it comes to my harsh reviews, I've decided to hang up the coat. Going forward, I'm going to focus once again on game reviews, impressions and also discussions. I do have in plans to cover Black Ops 7, Call of Duty in general, the path forward when it comes to them, Battlefield and of course other titles which I have in mind. This is it, everyone, the end of the road. I appreciate your support when it comes to Battlefield 2 content. I know I disappointed a lot of you when it comes to, in general, covering this kind of stuff. I used to enjoy them a lot just by playing them standalone, not even recording them. But by 2022 I was generally just recording them and didn't bother to actually try them out standalone, behind the scenes. It's gotten really bad because of these asset flips. Of course, I'm going to make an exceptions to unique projects that really deserve it. I know most of you will be disappointed by this, but at the end of the day, as one wise man once said, part of the journey is the end. Thanks everyone for watching, don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you didn't, there's a dislike button nearby. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you can see more gameplays, more reviews, discussions and so on appear in your content feed. This was Chris, thank you for the support, see you in the Gaming Zone.